It's framing day. We bought an old mobile home thinking it would be a quick renovation. I could cave this thing in right now. Then we knocked it down and spent weeks repairing the damaged foundation. With the floor framing done, it's time for the most satisfying and rewarding part of the build. Let's frame some walls. Just the unit of OSB on the front weighs 3,000 pounds. Plus the trailer, I bet we're about 10,000 pounds. But I'm pretty sure this is everything we need to frame this entire house. Before we start framing today, we're gonna measure out and double check all the dimensions of the locations of our bottom plates. Andy, do you feel strong?
Not that strong.
Should I get the excavator? This one here, the big beam. This is the window header for above the big sliding glass door. Maybe it just stays there. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's gonna make that wall really heavy to lift. That's a problem for this afternoon. Watch out, Courtney. I have no idea what the best way to do this is. Maybe, oh, I thought I was gonna break the legs off if I did that.
Strong.
We're starting with our top and bottom plates for this wall, and I'm picking through and trying to find wood that's at least mostly straight-ish. Andy and I have a combined experience of 3 days of framing. There. So these are gonna be our top and bottom plates. This is gonna be the bottom plate, this is the top plate. We're gonna screw these end to end. Let's measure twice, cut once. Measure twice, brew once.
Am I standing on the board?
Yep. How does this build a strong house? Yeah, so there's our house. This is what we're building. Surprise! I've been using this architecture software to draw the house and draw the layout. I don't like the stud layout they used, so I used SolidWorks to draw my stud layout. This is not an architecture software, but it's the software I know how to use and I'm comfortable in. And I hope that this helps us be really accurate when we do this process. So this makes sure I'm marking the top and bottom plates at the same time. That's a jack stud, so I'm putting a J. So there's a window, there's a jack stud, and the header sits on top of it. A king stud is the stud that goes next to that and is what ties the window all the way in vertically to the top plate. I watched a... What?
Gone over the seat of the excavator. Over the wooden seat.
I ran the chair over?
Yeah.
Oops. This is a good chair too. This chair is made out of maple. We always put a line, and then an X is the side of the line that the stud goes on. So that stud is gonna go right here, like that. So now we're taking our layout marks that we made, and we're just transferring them to the face of the wood so that we can line our studs up on it once they're set at wall height. I'm so excited I haven't even finished my coffee this morning because I've been so focused on what I'm doing. Andy just finished building us this stage, and I'm told they're having a dance-off.
I'll be a tree. You can be the bulldozer.
I think it's time to set these up and start laying our studs in here. Back to building. Should be about right here. Oh, I forgot to check crown. So we're gonna try to crown all these studs and make sure the crown, this one's pretty straight. These studs are called studs and they come pre-cut at 92 5/8. Theoretically, it means that we don't have to cut any of the studs. I think we're about to nail our first stud into our wall. And it gets 3 nails. I think this is about to go really fast. So I put it in an angle, then it will suck it flush. Nice, look at that. Now it's every 16 inches. This is way better than toenailing the wall together. I think we only have like 7 more studs to put in this wall before it's time to stand it up. This is the last full height stud.
Thank you.
Now I'm marrying these to each other by putting double nails in all the way down. Speaking of married, did you know that with just your name, I can probably find your home address, your phone number, who you're married to, and so much more? I was shocked to learn that data brokers crawl the web and compile information about you based on government and public records. This can lead to identity theft, real theft, and a major invasion of privacy. So what can you do about it? I'd like to thank Delete Me for being a longtime supporter of this channel and the sponsor of today's video. Delete Me's mission is simple, to remove customers' information from these data brokers' websites, and it actually works. After signing up, Delete Me asked a few questions and said that their experts would get to work removing my personal information. 7 days later, I received a privacy report showing that Delete Me had reviewed over 5,000 listings and removed my information from 54 of them. And on top of the immediate results, Delete Me continues to scan and remove my data every 3 months. I'm usually skeptical of something that sounds too easy, but I've been using Delete Me now for over a year and it actually works. Right now, Delete Me is offering 20% off to our viewers. Head to joindeleteme.com/strikes20 and use the code strikes20. That's joindeleteme.com/strikes20 and use the code strikes20. And thanks again to Delete Me for getting my privacy back. Now let's go stand up a wall.
Sure, I just nibbled my arm.
Oh my gosh, I have some serious wardrobe.
We do need to get you one of those baby one-piece things.
Yeah, that snaps here. That's a lot of studs. How long did that take, Courtney? An hour? Yeah, so basically now we want to get our wall in the right spot. Keep going. Hold. So now I'm going to toenail our wall in all the way down on this chalk line to make sure it's straight. And that toenail is going to act like a hinge when we stand our wall up. At least that's what the YouTubers say.
Woo.
Boom. That's not funny. Oh yeah, that looks perfect. Uh-oh, Andy lost his microphone. So corner to corner now with our tape, and we'll push that wall one way or the other, but these toenails are gonna hold this from moving while we do it. 70 centimeters? No.
It's definitely more than 70
It's
centimeters.
way more than 70, I don't know how to read this thing. 12 meters, 7 7/8. We're dead square now. Now that it's square, we're gonna lock it in with some sheathing. That's gonna keep it square when we stand up the wall. The lines are absolutely useless. They're not even close to it.
You know why?
Huh?
I've come from Canada, metric.
Yeah, they're not even the same top to bottom. That is way too much pressure. No, I missed. So if I laid out the studs right, this edge should line perfectly on this side and centered of the second stud, third stud. You there? Mm-hmm. This is perfect. Andy, we did it right.
It's not me, it's you.
I'm not sure I've actually seen the pros do it or if I just made this up. I think we can use our hammer. That's the right tool for the job. There, now we can get our fingers underneath it. So I'm gonna stand about right here, Courtney there, Andy there, and Chris about there.
Remember to lift with your back, not your legs.
1, 2, 3.
Lift. Oh, that's quite easy actually, isn't it? Wow, it's working.
Look at all those little nails, they're just like pulling out. Oh my gosh, that worked, Courtney.
Now we just have to stay here.
Now all of you stay. We actually need to go a little further. The blocking that Andy and I put down in the floor is lined up with the studs because it's on layout. Nailed into our LVL and our blocking. Okay.
And now we're just trying to get this line,
Yep.
red line to line up.
So yet again, Ambition Strikes busts out the ratchet straps. Oh yeah, that's working. How's that look? That's good. Yep. I'm pretty impressed at how sturdy that is. And it looks straight too. If our floor is level and our wall is square, then this has to be plumb. Oh yeah, team. Look at that. Dead on plumb.
Oh no, what
I
just
think
happened?
a yellow jacket just got me on my love handle. I'm pretty sure I caught it and it's inside my shirt right now. Oh no, ah, ah.
Oh, it just flew
Yeah,
away.
it flew out.
Just got me on the back. One here and one on the back, one on the lip last week. So if you guys missed it, go back a few weeks on Instagram and I got stung on the upper lip and it like swelled up like a gigantic fish lip. Look out, coming through. I have big important things to do. Is that full? I've never checked that. I bet Andy hasn't either.
We can get a bit more in there.
I think we should cut the header just a smidge longer. 16th. So the cool thing about using this stuff for headers is that it is perfectly straight. And then also it's way stronger than dimensional lumber. So we can get away with a shorter header than if we were trying to use dimensional lumber.
Yeah, come this way. You got that. Get over your steps, mate.
To the outside. Nice. Here goes header number 2. Just a hair off.
Riley, let's take it down because if it falls while you're cutting,
Why is it falling?
because it's not nailed in or anything.
If Andy tells me that we need to be safer, then it's probably time to be safer. So one of the other cool things about using these LVLs for a header is they don't take up the full width of the wall. So now we're going to be able to put insulation board here and have an insulated wall with a header. I'll walk forward with the ladder. Can you tell me when the wall's plumb, or can you plumb the wall and then I'll put the screw in? I'm having it set out of plumb the other way. Now when we stand this wall up, it'll fit. Yeah, what's going on here, Courtney? Are you the clamp? Yeah. Teamwork makes teamwork.
I had to get my Taco Bell first.
Nice, guys. I stepped out for about 30 minutes or so to draw the wall on the other side. Courtney and Andy have just knocked out all the rest of the framing details on this side, which means, guys, what time is it?
Wall time.
So that was an 8-foot wall, but we have a big shed roof, single slope situation with a vaulted ceiling. So this wall is like 13 and some change. So this wall's gonna be really tall. We're gonna build it in 2 halves, starting with the first 20 feet and then the rest of whatever it ends up being, just shy of 20 feet. 4 plus 6 is 10.
I'll do 9 plus 1.
Is he messing with me and I just don't know because I'm so focused? So this is a huge window. This is a 12-foot span. So it's gonna have 3 kings and then 2 jacks.
Well, it's a full house, isn't it?
So is it a race? I start on this end, you start on that end? My brain did not comprehend how big a double jack triple king was. That's a massive amount of wood. All right, it's time to put the header in. This is designed to hold 21,600 pounds of snow.
Oh, that's heavy, mate. We're not lifting that up.
No, they just cut it with a chainsaw in the yard. If this goes well, it was my idea. If it goes poorly, it was Andy's idea. So far, it's going well.
They do stuff like that on Instagram, don't they?
Who's they?
I don't know.
The people.
I think it might be my new favorite tool. We're done. Dead on 148. So when you make one mistake, you have to make two so they cancel each other out and you end up with exactly what you want. I learned something about myself today, which is that I'm definitely stronger than Andy because he's complaining a lot more about how heavy the beam is than me.
I just wanted to make sure there were things because I know that you can't just step straight up. Go on, step straight up then. And act like you're not bothered. Be a man. You just rest it on your nuts.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, get the sawhorse someone over here.
I'm stuck. All right, now you step up.
Okay. I bet as I step up, you're gonna push me back, aren't you? It's easy enough for me because I'm going forward.
Are you good? Oh, wow. Okay, you earned your man card that day.
Come to me.
That's what composite toe boots are for.
I'll sacrifice my foot.
Now what's your plan? You're just gonna let it go?
Ah!
Dude, that's nice. That's a shake worthy. You won. You stepped up. I didn't.
Yeah, you
Thank you for the help. Okay. For whatever reason, it's not sitting perfectly flat. So we got the pry bar under it. And now we're gonna. That seems good right there, right? Yeah. 10 more taps.
Where's that hammer?
Andy installed these for us.
I didn't want to keep walking around with my tool, so just
Sledge.
baby sledge. You ready?
No, my shoe's untied. Okay, now it's moving. A little more. 2 more. That, right there. Oh, this side's already dead on. All right, now we're adding sheathing to keep the wall square. Oh my gosh, I can't even pick that up. Feeling really nervous. This thing is heavy. And every time I try to pick it up, it's like, oh man, that's heavier than I expected it to be.
Right, are you ready? Take up position. In 3, 2, 1, lift.
Oh, guys, we got this.
Wait, there's no handle.
Now what do we do?
I think.
Keep going.
Watch that nail, Chris. See that nail by your palm?
Well, this is heavier than we thought, innit? Right, we're past the. Oh, you guys need to catch up. Yeah, that's better.
Holy shit, this is scary.
It's gonna get lighter. Right, you'll get that log behind you, that wood to your left.
Yeah.
Could do that.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's way short. Sorry.
I'm like, I can't go any further. Okay.
Riley, I think you've built it too
Wow,
long.
this is a tall house.
Okay, MH, can you help me hold that, like, in line with yours?
Yeah, maybe.
We still need another screw in it, but now I'm like out of screws in my.
This by the hop up to the right of the hop up, right of the hop up, right.
Here? The wrong length. Here.
Yeah, to the right.
Oh,
of
to the
hop up.
right. Were you saying right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad we didn't try to do the whole wall. Yeah. Feels strong now. What a day. Can you imagine how cool this bedroom's gonna be with these ceilings that are that tall? I've been trying to imagine what it's gonna feel like, but until we can stand here and look up at that, thank you guys all for your help today.
I feel like we had the A-team today.
Yeah, we did.
And it makes me really, really excited to come back tomorrow and keep framing walls.
Yeah, with that, we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. I think we were all exhausted by the end of the day yesterday because when I got here this morning and I looked up at that wall, it's like, whoa, we built that. And I don't really remember doing it. Today we have a 3-man framing crew, including Oliver. You want to drive, mister?
How long now have I been here? How long will I stay? Got a little more work to do before I'm on my way.
So in case you missed it a few videos back and you don't know who this guy is, this is Andy from the Expedition Rove Instagram page. They're good friends of ours that are out here for a month or two helping us build.
I thought I was just going to build the truck with you, but then I was like, let's just keep rolling.
Let's keep going. The name of the game this morning is going to be finishing out this tall wall behind me, starting with a nice sharp pencil. I don't like that it's not flush here and that they're not lined up with each other. Oh, they're slightly different heights. Ours is a precisely made thing, then they're not quite the same height. The issue is that even though these are the same product from the same manufacturer, bought at the same time from the same place, for some reason they're two slightly different heights. And so we're just we nail them together. Now we're gonna grab the planer and we're gonna plane this one down until it matches this one so that it sits flat on our bearing surface so that this beam is loaded evenly. Yeah, I'm happy with that now. Now they are lined up.
Ready?
Ready. Nice. I think I like this method of putting headers in a lot better, because now I can end nail this.
Andy, how many nails do you think we're gonna use today?
1,023.
I think we're gonna use 1,000 today. Drop in the comments below, how many nails do you think we're gonna use today? And the winner gets this shirt. I won't even wash it before I send it. That's clever.
You can win this at Ambition Strikes if you guess. Are you ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, lift. I think I'm gonna have to go to the outside, buddy. Yeah.
Pushing about as hard as I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just pop one in over here. Wow. Woo! I thought for a second I was going over off the edge. In my mind, I was over there on the edge of the building. That's a big window for a bathroom.
That's a pool with a view.
We use these toenails to hold the wall straight, and now I'm just popping them out, and we're gonna bump the wall over until it's on our chalk line. That wall went like, that's gotta be the best one we've built yet, right? That went super smooth. It felt like we knew what we were doing, except for when we put the header in wrong. And so that means we're now onto the rake wall. The tricky thing about this one is that every stud is at different length, and every stud needs to be cut at an angle on the top, because this wall is gonna match that one. So my new technique is I start by toenailing the toe plate down on the outside of my line. That makes sure that the toe plate is straight. Then we build our wall, then all we have to do at the end is square it. We're not trying to line up the whole wall. Right on the line. Way better, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not stressed. I'm just
You're in the zone.
in the zone. Yeah, I like that.
It's funny because
And not auto zone.
you're O'Reilly.
Oh, O'Reilly. Guys, that's what we're building.
Andy, do you have any idea what Riley's doing?
He's just mumbling to himself and making things up as he goes along, I think.
It's this wall. So now we're gonna do our layouts. And I don't really know how to keep Andy busy so he stops pestering me.
I've not said one thing. I've literally just sat in the shade quietly.
You guys have been mumbling to each other over there.
We're talking about motorbikes and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I like talking about motorbikes. 178.5.
I've never owned a computer.
Ever.
Ever. I don't even know how to log into Mary Hannah's computer.
So Andy's going down and he's transferring marks down onto the face of the board so that we can use that to square up each stud. Yeah, so because this is at an angle, it's a triangle, which means we're not 24 on center up here, it's like 24.04 or something like that. So each one grows as it goes down. The math doesn't lie, so does the computer lie? Or does this line right up? Oh, that feels, oh, I'm not in the right spot. 7.4, which would be like right there.
I thought yellow jackets were meant to be like pretty nailed. Obviously the big daddies are here now. Have you seen the back of it? It's got like a little spider built into it. It's got like a hairy bum.
Things are about to get interesting because there is a very large thunderstorm coming straight for us.
So up until now, Andy's been doing all the cutting and I've been doing all the nailing. We've switched roles, that way I can pull the number off the computer, go cut the board. I hand it to Andy, he nails it in, and
Right now we've got 2 walls and a storm about to roll in. So on that note,
let's get back to work.
Let's get this wall up.
127.44. I kind of forget about the weather, and then every time I look up, it's darker, and I can literally see that there's rain on the hill across the valley.
You guys are cranking this wall out.
A few more cripples, and we're ready to...
3, 2, 1, lift. Oh, it's easy.
Yeah.
That's the easiest one yet.
Yeah. Good work, team.
Let's put some screws in this side.
Look, we're sitting out the window.
There.
We're getting it at least close to plumb. We had set the 2 parallel long walls out of plumb, so there'd be room for this to stand up. Now we're pulling them back into plumb before we screw this thing off at the top. Courtney, that's cool.
Something about connecting the dots on these 2 walls, it feels so much more like a house now.
That's gonna be so cool, having those tall ceilings in the master bedroom. It's so cool.
It's incredible. Look at this.
I don't know, how many?
880.
880. All right, everyone. Thank you, Andy. Great day. Courtney, thank you. Mary Hannah, thank you. Tyler, thanks for the tips and advice. I literally can't believe that this is what I got to do today for work and that this is what we got done.
Oh my gosh, the wind picked up so fast.
Yeah, we got that wall up just in time.
We're out of here.
Wow.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
What's the good news, Andy?
The good news is the walls are still up.
Everything is still standing despite the huge windstorm we had last night, which makes me feel good. The bad news is there's water all over this floor. And I think we need to get this water off before it starts causing problems with our OSB subfloor. So first project of the day, Operation Remove the Water. This is an opening for a sliding glass door, so we don't need the bottom plate in this section. So I'm gonna cut this bottom plate out and we're gonna try to use the push broom to just like sweep the water out. Sweet. Yeah, that'll work. Best Friday ever. Andy's like, hey, what do you say we go get some breakfast burritos, wait out this rain? Yeah, that's a really good plan.
Dive into the bush somewhere. Was that an eagle? Big boy.
Us. See, that's what we're talking about. Happy man right now.
This is way better than working in the rain. All right, back to work.
Put a bigger version of this up and we'll be finished now. Instead of doing wood.
It's Friday, it's raining, and it's a good day because we're gonna build our last wall today.
We're gonna try something new today. So today I made a drawing of all of the parts we need cut and all the dimensions for our top plate for our last rake wall, hoping that Andy can cut all the wood while I mark out the top and bottom plates. The problem is that they're in decimals and our tape measures are in fractions, and Andy's British. So we're trying to find a calculator that'll, for example, let us convert 0.35 into whatever the nearest 16th fraction is. Nice, I think the rain stopped. Now I can work on laying out the plates while Andy works on cutting the wood, and I bet by the time I'm done laying out the plates, it's time to start nailing stuff together. I really liked the way we did it on the last 2 walls where we toe-nailed the bottom plate in first. I don't understand. The safety always gets caught on stuff and makes it so that basically if you're doing anything but just a perfectly square cut, I don't know how you use the safety.
assistant?
Yes, please. But the tool's not trademarked. Only Andy's name is trademarked. So if anyone has the name Andy out there, I'm sorry, but you have to change it. Oh, everything's swollen a little bit because of the water. It does work super well though. Andy, I'm impressed by your tool. Oh, nice, it's a straight one too. Bam! I've been so focused on building this wall, and all of a sudden I just stood up, I got really lightheaded, and I was like, I need to get out of this trash bag.
You're wet.
I've soaked, but from my own sweat, not from the rain. This time around, because we're not racing the weather to get this wall up, we decided that it's a lot easier to put this blocking in ahead of time. The point of this blocking is that when we put our OSB sheathing on, that allows us to fully nail all the way around the edges, making this wall into a braced wall, which gives us shear strength in this dimension on this house. This is not a load-bearing wall, but it does give us support in this dimension. So that's why there aren't headers over the windows or jack studs. I did go ahead and add extra lumber around the door frame though, because I like to slam doors and I don't want the door like slamming and then being like,
3, 2, 1, lift.
all right, guys,
Oh,
keep lifting.
That's the easiest one yet.
Push. Yeah, that was really easy. Cool.
Nice.
Yes. Last exterior wall is up. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe because you're not going to want to miss the next one. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time. Fridays are for the boys.
Oh! A 1.
How come I got 0? Thanks again to Delete Me for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to get your privacy back, head to joindeleteme.com/strikes20 and use the code strikes20.